I'm Oh Hey Mike K, and I'm back with more Doki Doki Literature Club. Gonna be hopping back into this in just a moment. Can already hear that music. Damn, that music catchy. Mm-hmm. Yuri is still best girl. Not that was ever gonna change. But yeah, here we go. I stopped right before the third day of writing poems. We're gonna just start our random number generator goth poetry that will turn into an emo song and then a metal song. Hmm. Why do I keep making frickin' Sayori happy? I'm just gonna throw every word I can imagine. Yep. Damn. It's probably about an even split. Aw, man. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Yeah, you gotta run yourself ragged. So far, I think this is probably the best track in the game. Eh? Mmm. Yeah. Mmm. Fried squid sounds good right about now. What do you mean, you people? Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Redbeard Rob. Oh, it's taking a stab at us Baka Gaijin who don't know what the hell we're reading. Where is Sayori anyway? Ah, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Huh? Is everything alright? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Maybe I'm reading into this a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. I'll drop it now. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Huh? Giggity. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. uh, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear it from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Ah, now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Yeah. Relax, you didn't even do anything. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? You were totally staring. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Huh? It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Uh, so you think there might be something behind it after all? Well, I guess that was the case. I, I, I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looked deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Oh, I'm obviously going to show it to Yuri first. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much, so thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Yuri gently smiles to herself. And I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. What do you mean? Yuri smiles sadly. Hmm. Why would anybody do that? Never got that impression from you. People say that about you? But I haven't really done anything. True. I just clicked a whole shit ton. Because you are. You're better than anyone else. You are best girl. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Alright, one moment. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I'm too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Nice. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. You didn't even... Jeez. She fucking hates me. Oh, jeez. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Oh. Well, of course I am. Sayori, is there something wrong? Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. It's a weird way to put it. If you insist. Sayori? Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people... I'll have to give it some more thought. Yeah. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Well, I guess so. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. That's... edgy novel. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Oh, hi, Mr. Cybele. Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim to the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Damn, that was much less abstract than the last one. Yeah, how very nihilistic of her. Actually, that's more Nietzschean than anything. Nietzsche was not really a nihilist. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. You mean one-dimensional. Yay! Writing tip of the day! Hmm? Oh, okay. I guess it's a little strange. Every time. Catchphrase! Oh, jeez. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Yeah, this music is fucking awesome. I actually really love the soundtrack. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Hontoni? Top tier waifu. Hell yeah, Yuri. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. What did she say? Poetry pamphlets. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. The one who is truly useless. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? No shit, Mr. Saibel. I know what I'm doing. How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? She's already like, hell yeah, come on. Giggity. No, hell no. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Yeah, don't be a tsundere bitch. Yeah! Of course. Everybody looks straight at me. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Notice me, senpai! It's all I hear in her frickin' dialogue now. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Help out Yuri. Mm-hmm. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. Oh, whatever. It's just her being fucking tsundere again. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. Fuck sour. She's fucking salty. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that is precisely the order I have. 100 fucking percent. Me? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Nani? Wait, when were we yelling? Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. You don't know why I picked you? Come on. Really? Well, apparently I liked him too, so... Yeah. I could never go for Natsuki. I already dated a Natsuki. Nah, it's... Yeah, no. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Yeah. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Yeah. Eh? My house? Maybe we should have exchanged business cards, too. No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Oh, alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room's clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. Giggity. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Guess you could say we make a very reproductive team. What up, what up, womp. Wait, for condoms? Nah, no, I ain't bagging. If I gonna tag it, I ain't gonna bag it. Gotta make sure that it's a for life thing. I don't even get half of these fucking emotes. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? Really? Really? Any other reason? Single fucking reason? You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? You got it. You know what it's about. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. Almost as hard as Violent J in the video for magnets. How do they work? She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. Believe it! As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that she... and relaxes her expression. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Well, only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down to greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh God, she's not dead! Holy shit, thank God! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. I guess you're right. Yeah, that is a really good fake out. Shit. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Yeah, I'm curious too. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Well, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? So it's just me and Yuri then. Haha, that's the idea. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. Huh? Yeah! I'm right where you are on that one. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh, God. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Oh. I'm in shock. I'm not just reading that, I'm legit. Fuck. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've betrayed you as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Oh, jeez, that is her arc word right there. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. Tears streak down Sayori's face. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let go of her as well. The festival's tomorrow. It's gonna be fun, right? How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? You're a little early. Yeah, It does. It's throwing me for a fucking loop. I think I'm gonna have to take a break in a few minutes. I need to go stare off into the sunset for, while smoking a cigarette and reevaluating my life choices. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for me a long time? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this. Just give me 2 seconds. Oh, the mic did mute the first time. I apologize. I had to clear my throat. You always could have texted me. That was grammatically weird. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. Um, Giggity. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. I cleaned it before you came over, so... No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Uh, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Atmospheric enhancements? Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Oh, after the day of the festival. Okay. I was wondering when shit was gonna get totally fucked. I was like, when you first told me to try this game, you're like, oh, it's only 90 minutes long. I'm like, dude, you were like a speed reader then. Because here we are, an hour and 20 minutes in. The last stream was 3 hours. Yeah. You're an experience that'll leave me wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. I guess that's the best way to put it. No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Oh, yeah? Like what? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Not familiar at all. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole in the top. Vape Nash! Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Yeah, I have it over here. Oh yeah? What will they be used for? That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Sorry, that's the first laugh that comes through my mind when I read that. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? Yeah, I promise. Character depth incorporated. Well, funny you should say that. So am I. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! No! No! No knife play. We're not doing that. That's not a thing that I do. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl up around my finger. That's pretty kinky, not gonna lie. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri... Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Ha! Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Bet she's got a whole Pinterest dedicated to knife play. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? Paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Ah, that kind of paint tablet. Of course not. 6 cups of water. Be right back in a minute. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups instead of full-sized glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Yeah, something's going on here. Oh, neat. What are you gonna write? Oh, jeez. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. Oh, why are you best girl? Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. I gotta read that one out loud, just because. All of the Dokis make someone's heart go Doki Doki, so it's okie dokie to like any of the Dokis. That is fantastic. But now I must return to the... I must attend to my head injury. Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? Sorry. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Huh? I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers, wrapped around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. It's fine. The moment's over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. Yeah, me too. That's true, but won't that take a while? That's totally fine. Whew. No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. Uh, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Yuri thinks to herself. It's probably my fault. I'm sorry for being such a slow worker. Yeah. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time that it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything you need me to bring tomorrow. Yuri fidgets. Wait, I kinda say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out that much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Huh? Oh no! Oh no! There's no brakes on this feels train. Woo! Woo! Just now, we weren't... Sayori beams. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, thought you didn't want to come over today. See what? What are you talking about? Don't do, don't do this to me, Brian. Don't do this to me, Brian. Tears start falling down Sayori's face. Don't say that! Monica? Monika's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. And even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel pain anymore. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. What are you scared of, Sayori? Oh, crap. Is that an SUV parked across the tracks? Oh shit! Sayori. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. You know what? Fuck it. Just gonna go with my gut. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. Sayori? It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant about not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. Just a moment. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days like this, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. What? Exchange? Y- you know about that? But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Oh, jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Annika's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that, I I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so I quickly leave the classroom. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. It's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open up the door. Say, what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her? Make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 The fuck? What the Christ am I looking at? What? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is... redacted! My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I find some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Are we having fun yet? Yeah! God damn! Jesus Christ! Good thing I grabbed a bottle of water. Oh, God. Holy shit, this is... Happy Halloween, everybody! Ooh. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Yes, I was, in fact, humming Hark the Herald Angels Sing. It's a Simpsons Treehouse of Terror joke. It's like one of the really early ones. There's something about, a gas that turns people inside out, and it turns them all inside out, and they're just like, Happy Halloween, everybody! And they just start humming it, and then the Santa's little helper's in the back doing the fucking Snoopy dance. It's ridiculous. If I wasn't so sure I'd get pulled right off Twitch for it, I'd probably just play the clip, but... There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, Jesus! Monica! Yeah, it has. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? I guess you should check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Really? You quit? In that case, what club did you decide to join? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? You mean 4, right? Well, I could see that. Wait, really? Did Monica say she? I mean, I guess so, but... Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. It's nothing, really. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. What? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What? No, I'm not. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I guess. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Yuri's new best waifu, Mike. Yeah! Well, apparently, I mean, there's only 3 of them. I get this weird nagging feeling that there might have been more. Maybe more got cut during development or something. I mean, I guess they're seeing hints of, like, loose threads hanging around. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I read a horror book once. I played a horror visual novel once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. And that is why you fail. You just suck, that's why. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. Not a very confident writer yet? guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. I don't even know if I want to continue. This is gonna be fucking disaster after disaster, isn't it? Hold on, there's still one problem. Well, I'm gonna wait until it's time to write the first poem again. Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yeah. It could be fun, right? Thanks, I guess. Monika looks over to me once more. It could be fun. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. What could possibly go wrong? Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Um, well, I get no other choice. So, before I take a break, yeah, let's check it. What? That's not a poem. That wasn't a poem. Where are my save games? Oh god, this is a thing. This is getting fucking bad. Oh Jesus. I'm fuck's sake. Well, on that note, folks at home, I want to thank you for joining me. I'm I'm gonna go drink. Happy Halloween. I've been oh hey Spook K. Bye now.